Coming up, we're going to be talking about a brand new WWE show. We'll also be talking about Agatha, Coven of Chaos, and much more. But before we get into any of that, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's On at DisneyPlus.com. It's Thursday, it's time for your quick Disney Plus news roundup. Let's start off with some good news about the upcoming Marvel series Agatha, Coven of Chaos, which is set to start filming later this year. It's going to be coming out on Disney Plus at the end of 2023 into 2024, and it's a spin-off of WandaVision, and is going to see Katherine Hine return as Agatha. And we've got a little bit more information. Earlier this week, it was revealed that Heartstopper star Joe Locke was going to be starring in the series, and he's going to be playing an unknown gay character with a dark bit of humour, which could be Wiccan, it could be someone completely different. It's also been announced by the Illuminati, and it's also been confirmed by the big trades that Aubrey Plaza is going to be starring in this new series. You can currently see her in the HBO series The White Lotus. We don't really know too much more about it, but both actors have confirmed this with little emojis on Twitter, which I think is always a good way when they kind of just confirm it, and it's always nice to hear directly from them themselves. Again, we don't really know exactly who they're going to be playing, and generally with the Marvel stuff, we don't really tend to find out much until it's pretty much out. I mean, sometimes we barely even just know literally a description. So, as I said, it won't be coming onto Disney Plus until late next year, probably early 2024, depending on what happens with all the filming and stuff. But yeah, this one definitely sounds pretty interesting, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Moving on from there, let's now talk about Mickey Mouse, because on Mickey Mouse's birthday, on the 18th of November, we'll be getting a brand new documentary, which is called Mickey Mouse, The Story of a Mouse. Now, the trailer looks pretty cool, very in-depth, looking at the history of Mickey Mouse, going right back to the early days, then through World War II, and through the 60s and so on. I'm really interested to see this one here. I just love learning a lot about the Disney history, and I think this one's going to be a lot of fun, especially for Disney nerds like myself. But let me know if you're excited about this one in the comments below. Like I said, I am. If you're a fan of the French Disney Plus original series Weekend Family, good news, there's going to be a Christmas special dropping onto the platform on December the 9th. So we don't really know too much more about this. The description when I did the Google Translate was a little bit all over the place. Looks like some of it's going to be taking place maybe in Quebec, which is where the girlfriend lives, and it's kind of all really about kind of bringing the two families together. Don't yet know if this is going to be released globally. I suspect it will be. The first series was released globally all at the same time, so definitely think this one's a good one if you're a fan of the show, and obviously a second series is going to be coming as well. But let me know if you're watching The Weekend Family. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Following on from the release of Avatar The Way of Water trailer yesterday, Disney took over the Niagara Falls last night and kind of lit it up all blue, and they did a big projection show, and they had loads of drones and stuff. The reason they picked Niagara obviously is water, because they've got a big thing, but also James Cameron comes from there, so that's why he wanted to kind of return and do this thing. It looks pretty lovely. Just having the water all just lit up blue, and the drone show just looks fantastic. They're really putting a lot of money and effort into promoting this film. I'm really looking forward to it. Though if you were at Niagara Falls, it's probably better on the Canada side, because I know when I was there, the American side is not so, you can't see so much, so you need to be on the Canada side to see it all. But yeah, it just looks fantastic seeing it all lit up blue. Love that one. Moving on from there, let's now talk about the WWE World Wrestling Entertainment. They held their quarterly results yesterday, and they revealed during that results call that they have kind of done a short-term deal with Disney's Hulu to maintain the shows, because up to recently some of the shows like Raw were set to expire. They then kind of did a little deal, and the idea really is they want to try and link them all together for when SmackDown comes to an end with their contract at the end of September in 2024. So it's just a short-term deal. Probably better for Disney. They probably got a good deal, but looks like WWE wanted to kind of link everything together. I suspect when they then go to do relicensing for the new shows, they also want to tie it in with next day episodes. The also interesting thing with this one is they announced a brand new 8-episode series which is currently in production that's going to feature the WWE Women's Champion Bianca Belair and her husband Montez Ford, who is part of the Street Profits. This is kind of like another one of those reality TV shows. We saw it with Total Divas. We also saw it most recently with Ms. and Mrs. Don't know if this one's going to be released internationally as a Star original. I hope it is, because I love these shows. I really enjoyed Total Divas and the Bella Show, and yeah, I love all this stuff. So I think this one's pretty cool. Plus, they're really kind of just Bianca is really nice, and Montez Ford, when he does that frog splash off the top rope, that is one heck of a delete that he's got there. But yeah, so that is pretty good. Again, if you're a WWE fan like me, that definitely sounds pretty cool. Moving on from there, let's now talk about what's new on Disney Plus today. Since it's Thursday, we got a new episode of Assembled, the making of She-Hulk. So I literally just watched that on there. Lots of fun stuff. Actually, I really enjoyed this one. A lot more humor in it, lots of bloopers, and just explaining how they did all the technical work and stuff. There's so much that goes into the show that you probably wouldn't realize, and they also go into a lot more detail about Kevin and that hat. We also got a new episode of The Kardashians around the world, so I'm going to be watching that one later with my wife. So there we go, that's what's new. Let's now jump into the poll of the day. I asked you, what new Disney Plus original are you looking forward to watching in November? Disenchanted was second highest with 27%, with the Santa Clauses at 24%, but Willow was the one that everyone is looking forward to at 39%, and it doesn't look like David Beckham, anyone's really that interested in that one, which since I just put up my review, I can understand why. Also, in our comments of the day, we have got an interesting one here from James, who said, have you heard the song We Don't Talk About Bruno is coming to Just Dance? I personally hadn't heard of this news. I'm going to be honest, I'm not a big player of Just Dance. It's not really my kind of game, but I did watch the trailer after you commented, and it looks pretty cool, and I just love the whole thing that it's in there, and I think it definitely makes sense considering We Don't Talk About Bruno is so popular. I'm more of someone that's looking forward to next week when we get God of War Ragnarok, which is it's got that Norse mythology, so we're going to have continued story with like Loki and it's just, I'm really looking forward to that game when that one comes out, because it was so good, and it's kind of interesting as well of how between the Marvel and God of War, of how much kind of Norse mythology I've picked up from that, and also the Assassin's Creed games. But nevertheless, that one there was that one. And we've got a bonus comment of the day from Simon, who says, when do you think Avatar will return to Disney Plus, and will it have a 4K upgrade? So recently, just before the film was re-released in cinemas in September, Disney Plus removed Avatar from the platform, which I think is still a bit of a messy move. I don't think it was a good thing. So I suspect it's probably going to drop onto Disney Plus, possibly around Thanksgiving. That's been my guess. I definitely feel like with Thanksgiving, that'd be a good time to kind of boost it up a little bit, because people are going to want to rewatch it before the new Avatar Way of Water film arrives in cinemas on December the 16th. And then obviously that will be arriving then on Disney Plus in 2023 at some point. So I think having a few weeks before it's too good. If they leave it a little bit too late, so say for example, for like the 8th of December when the new ad tier launches, very, very close to when the film comes out, and you might watch that one and go, oh, I've just seen this one, I'll just wait a little bit more. Yeah, so that would be my guess, would be maybe around the Thanksgiving time. Wouldn't at all surprise me if we get an announcement of that at any time soon, but I think it would be more likely going to be a last-minute announcement, like it's out now or something like that, because it's going to get a little bit of bad publicity from the fact that they actually took it away. But the 4K version, probably going to look amazing. I'm really looking forward to this film. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe, and I shall see you guys soon. Laters. Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow, and subscribe. Also, a huge thank you to all of our supporters over on Patreon and also on our YouTube channel memberships. And I shall see you guys in another video. Laters.